What's up? Welcome to my October 2025 game stream. So today we're going to be starting some Battlefront 2. Pretty cool. Battlefront 2. Yeah, we're just going to play, chat about stuff. Can't believe October's almost over. We'll have about 2 months left of the year. We'll do some multiplayer. Let's do some supremacy. Let's do Age of Rebellion. Ooh, Yavin 4. That was quick. Pretty quick. Supremacy is like one of the best moves in this game, in this Battlefront 2. Yeah, I really hope we get a Battlefront 3. But before then, maybe we get remasters of like Battlefront 2015 and Battlefront 2017.
You are all marked positions and hold them until the rebels have been driven off. I will not accept defeat. Turn this battle
It's
around
like the exclusive content available for like everybody. And they're just like add like extra content that they were planning on adding before they shut down the game in 2020. And they can do the same for the original, for the 2015 Battlefront, do the content that they wanted to add. Like maybe add in some more World War content, maybe they can add in some Andor content, since Andor's popular. With like Andor, success that Andor was. Which means maybe we'll be able to play as Ahsoka. Oh, speaking of lightsabers. I'm about to die to Luke Skywalker, and I did. Seems like the levels are back to win. And that's a video that I'm going to make eventually about like the KOTOR remake, like a theory I have about like how they came about like the KOTOR remake. But I think it's helped to get the KOTOR remake to come out like not like soon, but like within like the next like within like the next like 5 to 6 years. Because I think Star Wars Eclipse will come out before the KOTOR remake. But yeah, I got a pretty interesting theory about the KOTOR remake. But before then, I'm going to come out with a theory video about the Mandalorian and Grogu, probably like, not this week, but like next week. Pretty cool. Looks like we're going to go to another planet. That's pretty cool. Wonder where we're going to be going this time. Promise you, it's a pretty cool mood. Ooh, going to the second Death Star. That's cool. Looks like we're playing as rebels. Time to be the ops. How about that news, guys, about the Hunt for Ben Solo movie that Adam Driver was talking about? I mean, I think it's I think it would be a wild idea, like a pretty crazy movie, seeing like Ben Solo alive. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know how Ben Solo would be alive after the rise of Skywalker, but I guess they'd have to like explain it.
On the battle station, but our position here is tenuous. The Imperials will throw everything they have at us, and our best defense lies in attacking. May the Force be with us.
I guess they'd have to like explain that or something. But I think with the like post-sequel era, they should like stick to like Starfighter and stuff. Which that theory video that came out with about Starfighter, like how Naboo could be in the movie. Like, man, if Naboo is in Starfighter, no, that's Endor. That's exactly. That's pretty cool. Graphics, pretty cool. Yeah, if Naboo was in Starfighter and Ryan Gosling is playing an N1 Starfighter pilot, like, that would be so cool. Like, we could get the N1 Starfighter next to the Mandalorian Grogu. Because I think the N1 is going to be attached to the back of the Razor Crest. So I think we're going to get both the N1 and the Razor Crest. So that'll make for some great, like, space battles in the Mandalorian Grogu. Like, Mando, Grogu, and Zeb are, like, in the Razor Crest, which is attached to the N1. And, like...
Palpatine has joined the Imperials. We must be cautious.
And, like, they're going up against some Imperials, and, like, a Star Destroyer pops out of hyperspace, that comes out of hyperspace. So then like Zeb's flying the Razor Crest, and Mando and Grogu are like out in the N1, and it's like a crazy space battle. That'd be crazy. And like maybe the Millennium Falcon is there. We have all the Narrak back as Han Solo. The first horror movie since 2019. We have Chewie back, Han and Chewie. I think that would help the Mandalorian Grogu to make, like, I think it's going to be easier for the Mandalorian Grogu to make $1 billion, but $2 billion might be easier if they bring back all Narrak. They have Han and Chewie in the movie. And then yeah, in 2027 in Starfighter we can see Ryan Gosling in an N1 Starfighter. And I have a very interesting theory about who Flynn Gray could be playing. Same for Amy Adams. Like, man, I'm just so excited for Starfighter. It feels so good to be talking about like Star Wars movies. Like, the Mandalorian Grogu comes out in like 7 months, like 7 months from yesterday. So that's pretty crazy. We'll be here before we know it. We'll be watching the Mandalorian and Grogu. Mando and Grogu back. And also we're going to see Rod of the Hutt. That's going to be pretty cool. But I'd say, like, I'm more excited to see Zeb in the Mando movie than I am to see Rod. But that's because we've only had Rod on, like, that's like a Huttlet. It's like a baby Hutt in the Clone Wars movie from 2008, which it's been a while since I've seen that, so I'm gonna definitely go back and rewatch that before the Mandalorian guard. I know that. It's fair. I'm gonna die.
The lead ally on the ground!
Where's he?
Taken for Eric. We're securing for the crash. Luke Skywalker has joined the battle.
Yeah, I think in 2028 we're gonna have the second movie in the Mando trilogy, and I have a theory that they're gonna rework Lando to be the second movie in the like Mando trilogy, which would be so cool. Which means like
We've taken for Eric.
if we don't get Alden Ehrenreich back in the Mandalorian Grogu, then we're probably most definitely getting back in the second movie. If they're like reworking Lando, and we would certainly have him back in the Heir to the Empire movie, probably like 2030. Directed by Dave Filoni, which that's gonna be like Avengers Endgame, like yeah, it'll be like Endgame. Like, well, no, actually, not Endgame. It'll be like Infinity War. Or Infinity War. Like, I don't want to say Doomsday and Secret Wars because I'm not going to go multiverse, but it's going to feel like Infinity War and Endgame. It's going to feel like an Avengers movie, kind of. Or, well, actually, not to compare it to the Avengers movies, actually, because the Avengers movies are bigger than Star Wars movies. The like Dave Filoni's Heir to the Empire movie is probably gonna feel like Rogue One. That's a better comparison. I feel like one, Rogue One is a Star Wars movie, and two, like Rogue One like sets up A New Hope and Heir to the Empire, like set up The Force Awakens and the sequels, basically. And Starfighter can do the same thing. In another theory video I got
We're
about
taking
that.
control of Command Post Dorn.
Yeah, but before like, the movies, before Mando and Grogu even, Vision Season 3 comes out on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. I'm like rewatching like Visions, like the first 2 seasons, and like that Ronin episode, that was just a great episode. I loved the Ronin episode. Like I really liked it.
That has been secured.
Push.
capture and hold all command posts.
And yeah, the Tatooine Rhapsody episode, I was like when I first watched it back when it originally came out in Vision Season 1 back in 2021, I was like, it's a good episode, but now I love that second episode. Like, I almost want a sequel to it. But we're not going to be getting that in Vision Season 3, so maybe in a Vision Season 4 we get a sequel to that. Haven't gone to the Ninth Jedi episode yet. I've also watched the Twins episode. That's the last one. That's the most recent one I've rewatched. But that episode is also really good. So hopefully we get a sequel to that as well.
Commander Skywalker is here to aid us.
Killed him at the same time he killed me. Pretty cool. Yeah, Young Jedi Adventure Season 3 comes out this fall, so my guess is it is November for Young Jedi Adventure Season 3. I'm gonna go with late November, probably the week of Thanksgiving is probably when Young Jedi Adventure Season 3 will come out. Which I'm gonna watch that. I'm looking forward to Young Jedi Adventure Season 3. It'll probably just be the first part of it.
Luke Skywalker is here.
And yeah, after Vision Season 3, the Ninth Jedi show comes out next year. And as to when I think the Ninth Jedi show will come out, I gotta go. My guess is, I'm gonna go with summer of 2026 for the Ninth Jedi
If we
show.
don't push back now, we're done for.
Especially with the rumor, the recent that Ahsoka Season 2 might be coming out in November of 2026. So Ahsoka Season 2 will be closing out the year. Which means whatever live action Star Wars show we get in 2027 probably wouldn't come out at the beginning. Probably wouldn't come out at the beginning of 2027. Yeah, my guess for the Star Wars series in 2027 is that it'll be Skeleton Crew Season 2. That's my guess for 2027.
We can't sustain our presence here on the Death Star any longer. Move to evacuate. You'll find some other way to take on this battle station.
Yeah, my guess it'll be Skeleton Crew Season 2 in 2027. Maybe that'll be where we get Honda in the Mandoverse. That'd be pretty cool. If we get Hondo and Skeleton Crew Season 2. Alright, next we're gonna do Heroes versus Villains, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Assuming that can go to... Ooh, Tatooine! Tatooine is one of the best maps in the game. Yeah, one of the best. I also think Kamino's a pretty cool map. I like Kamino as well. dark side. Who didn't play as? Let's do let's do Darth Maul. Yeah, if the 9th Jedi series comes out in like summer of 2026, I think it'll just be like a one-day drop. Kind of like the Visions things are. So for like Maul Shadow Lord, I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be like January or February of 2026. I could see it being like May of 2026, but then again. So I'm not really sure for Maul Shadow Lord. Wait, actually maybe they come out with Maul Shadow Lord in like September, and then they ended and then Ahsoka season 2 comes out like soon after Maul Shadow Lord ends. That'd be pretty cool. Maul Shadow Lord releasing in September. Yeah, Maul Shadow Lord, I think it'll release in September, and then Ahsoka season 2. I actually don't think it'll release in November. I think it'll come out in December, like at the end of the year, going into 2027. And Zero Company, I think, will come out in like April. Prison.
You won't get sick from me.
Yeah, I don't know which to be more excited for next year, like Maul Shadow Lord, Ahsoka season 2, or the Mandalorian Grogu.
Evil's domination continues.
Because there's like so much like with like the Mandalorian movie and like Ahsoka season Maul.
A commanding lead for goodness and life.
Yeah, I wonder how many seasons Maul Shadow Lord will go on for. Because Bad Batch went on for 3 seasons. And I loved Bad Batch. I thought it was great. And Rebels went on for, yeah, I don't think Maul Shadow Lord will go on for 3 seasons. I think it'll be longer.
The nice guys aren't finishing last this time.
And then Rebels went on for 4 seasons. I mean, if Maul Shadow Lord, if like each season, if there's like a few year time gap between each season, then I could see Maul Shadow Lord maybe being 4 seasons. And Clone Wars was like 5 seasons. I mean, no, not 5, 7. Clone Wars was 7 seasons. I mean, I could see Maul Shadow Lord being 7 seasons. Small Shadow Lord is 7 seasons, and that'd be pretty cool. Small Shadow Lord is 7 seasons, that'd be so cool.
Is this worth your life?
Domination by the light side.
And then, yeah, Resistance was only 2 seasons, which I'm still really hoping they do a season 3 someday. For Star Wars Resistance. Just real quick, I really appreciate the music here. Prequels are the best. They will always be the best.
The dark side continues to eclipse the light. Execution must double if you want to emerge victorious.
Yeah, with like the prequels of like I hear like the Jewel of the Face, I'm like, oh, I know that was from Phantom Menace, and then I'm like yeah, like I know basically like which scene every piece of music is from. Same for some of the music in the original trilogy. Yeah, still really hoping Resistance gets a 3rd season someday. Maybe in a few years we'll do a Resistance season 3. Because the 10-year anniversary of Resistance will be in 2018. So who knows, maybe in like 2028 they announce a Resistance season 3. That would be pretty cool. To celebrate 10 years they announce a season 3. That like ties into the Rise of Skywalker. Seems like Luke and Obi-Wan just teamed up on me. It's pretty cool. And they both got blue lightsabers, so makes it even cooler. Like father, like son. Luke and Anakin both teaming up with Obi-Wan. Like, why does everybody want to force push Darth Maul out of the fights? Except they're both sides are tied right now. That's pretty cool. Makes it interesting to see who's gonna win.
Who knew heroes could be so ruthless?
I kind of understand why Darth Maul got his legs got like his torso cut off. He kind of needed an upgrade. Kind of needed an upgrade because doesn't have great stamina. Keeps getting force pushed. Guess he was gonna need an upgrade.
masters of cruelty.
Now today, you'll fight like children over a puff cake.
Domination by the light side. Destiny proves no match for the villains daring to challenge the legendary Anakin Skywalker.
Alright, and that will be the end of the stream, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Really had a lot of fun doing this. Really loving the game streams here. And yeah, right now I'll do my closing and say bye. So yeah, make sure to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. And till next time, guys. Bye.